never believed in ghost stories. At least not until that fateful day when my curiosity dragged me and my friends into the depths of the Whispering Woods. It was a lush, ancient forest teeming with legends of malevolent spirits that had haunted it for centuries. Our group of hikers, daring and unyielding, ventured into the heart of this enigmatic place, unaware of the horrors that awaited us. The forest welcomed us with an eerie calm, the branches overhead weaving a canopy that filtered out the sunlight, creating an unsettling gloom. The air was heavy with the scent of decay, and the silence was deafening. Not even the birds dared to sing within these cursed woods. I took a deep breath, telling myself it was all just a superstitious tale, but a cold shiver ran down my spine nonetheless. Leading our group was Jenna, an avid hiker with a fearless spirit and a heart of gold. Beside her walked Mark, the skeptic of the group, who dismissed the legends as mere figments of imagination. Sally and Eric, the adventurous couple, followed closely, with Sally clutching her camera, eager to capture the beauty of the woods despite the darkness that crept around us. As we trekked deeper into the woods, the foliage thickened, the path becoming less distinct. The trees towered over us like ancient sentinels, whispering secrets to each other in a language only they could understand. The whispers grew louder, and I felt my heart race with anxiety. "Hey, listen," Jenna said, holding up her hand for silence. "Do you hear that?" We all fell quiet, and in the distance beyond the rustling leaves and creaking branches, a faint murmur reached our ears. It was like a choir of disembodied voices, speaking in hushed tones, and yet no words were distinguishable. "It's probably just the wind," Mark said, trying to reassure us. But the fear in his eyes betrayed his skepticism. We pressed on, unable to resist the lure of the unknown. The whispers followed us, weaving through the trees like spectral threads, tangling in our thoughts and leaving us feeling increasingly uneasy. Time seemed to lose its meaning as we wandered deeper into the heart of the forest, our senses playing tricks on us with every step. Sally began to capture pictures of the flora around us, but her camera displayed an eerie distortion, as if the spirits were influencing its lens. She laughed it off, but I saw the worry in her eyes. It was as if the spirits of the woods wanted to remain hidden from the prying eyes of outsiders. Nightfall descended upon the Whispering Woods like a thick, suffocating fog. The darkness seemed to have a life of its own, swallowing every ray of light that dared to penetrate its domain. We huddled together, our flashlights our only source of solace. "Maybe we should turn back," I suggested, trying to mask my fear with a practical excuse. "We can continue our hike tomorrow morning." Jenna, ever the fearless leader, shook her head. "No, we've come this far. We can't let silly stories scare us away. Besides, there's something intriguing about this place. Let's camp here for the night. We'll be safe." I knew she was trying to convince herself as much as she was trying to reassure us. Reluctantly, we agreed, setting up our tents in a small clearing. As the night wore on, the whispers grew louder and more insistent. Shadows danced around our campsite, twisting and contorting in unnatural ways. Mark scoffed at the paranoia that had taken hold of us, but even he couldn't deny the unease that permeated the air. Sally, now visibly shaken, refused to look through her camera again. Eric tried to comfort her, but he too was on edge, glancing nervously at the encroaching darkness. Suddenly, a gut-wrenching scream pierced the night. We jumped to our feet, our hearts pounding in our chests. Jenna clutched her hiking pole tightly, ready to face whatever had caused the sound. A ghastly figure emerged from the shadows, its form twisted and distorted like a haunting memory brought to life. It was a spirit, a malevolent apparition, its eyes glowing with a haunting malevolence. The whispers intensified, and we could almost feel the weight of their words on our souls. Fear consumed us as more spirits materialized around us, each one more horrifying than the last. They circled us, their voices a cacophony of madness and despair, driving us to the brink of insanity. I tried to run, but my legs felt like lead and my mind was clouded by terror. The others were equally paralyzed, their eyes wide with horror. We were trapped, at the mercy of the malevolent spirits that had claimed the Whispering Woods as their domain. In that moment of hopelessness, Jenna did something unexpected. She raised her voice above the whispers, screaming at the spirits to leave us alone. Her courage seemed to momentarily startle the ghosts, creating a brief pause in their assault. "Leave us! This is our world, not yours! Be gone!" Jenna shouted, her eyes blazing with defiance. Surprisingly, the spirits recoiled, their ethereal forms flickering for a moment before fading away. Jenna's fearless display had disrupted their malevolent hold over us, at least temporarily. Seizing the opportunity, we stumbled to our feet and ran, not daring to look back. The woods seemed to stretch endlessly, the path leading us in circles. The whispers never ceased, and with each passing moment, our grip on reality loosened. I don't know how long we ran, but eventually we found ourselves back at the edge of the Whispering Woods. The moment we crossed the threshold, the whispers ceased, the spirits confined to their ancient domain once more. We collapsed in a disheveled heap, gasping for breath and clutching at our sanity. The Whispering Woods had shown us the true meaning of fear, the darkness that lurked within the human mind. Since that day, I can't escape the haunting memories of the malevolent spirits and the whispers that still echo in my mind. The Whispering Woods taught us a harsh lesson about the thin line that separates reality from the shadows that lurk just beyond our understanding. It's a place that I will never forget, a place that will forever haunt my dreams and taunt my waking hours.